following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the first of the Final Four games here for the MRE Uno League. I'm going to be your Super G-Man, and tonight we've got a pretty good match here. It's going to be KT, the commissioner himself, the winner of the Rainbow Road region, #1 seed there, versus Nam, #9 seed of the Golden Road region, was able to outlast everyone else and make it here, winner of that region. Will be our first Final Four of Uno March Madness, first Final Four of the 2024 season. It's going to be a great one. We're going to take a look at the bracket pod here. As you see, we're really down to the wire. We only got 4 competitors left. Winner of this match will go on to the final, which they will have a shot at both winning the tournament and securing their spot into Super League for the end of the season. So a lot on the line here at this point. Before we get things started, we're going to take a look at the paths both these players have taken to get here. We're going to start off with our higher seed KT. 18-5 record, really solid overall. KT's really shown out throughout this entire tournament, being around the same form he ended off last season. Had a sweep in the first round against #16 Radin, then was able to beat Acosta in the second round with a solid 4-1 victory. And then in the semifinals, was able to defeat DJ Curtis 5-3. Was thrown against the ropes there for a bit, but was able to hang on there. And then one of the more interesting runs to that point, Brad H, #15 seed overall, made it to the Elite 8. Unfortunately, the run came to an end there as he lost 5-1 to KT. So overall, for the most part, KT's had a relatively easier challenge in terms of the seed lines, but we've seen so far that seed lines have been completely thrown out this tournament, so KT was able to step above all the upsets and the chaos that was going on to make it to this point. And then we're going to jump to his opponent here, who's trying to prevent him from making the final, and that is Nam. And not as good of a record, 18-8, but still very solid. Started off strong with a win over veteran or sophomore James Ellison 4-2 in the first round. Was able to win that toss-up 8-9, as most people say. And then one of the 16-1 upsets that ended up happening, and was able to defeat Prairie Gold in the first round. So Nam got M round 2, was able to take care of business there with another 4-2 victory. And then regional semifinal went up against another rookie prospect who was making a run in Chomik. He was able to get the job done again, 5-2, and then as you see here, Nam's only been giving 2 games apiece to his opponents so far, and that was the same case in the regional final where he was able to beat the 3rd seed Eli veteran class winner of the tournament, was able to beat him 5-2, and overall has just been able to get take advantage of everything he needs to do in his path, and was able to get the job done. So now he's looking to take out the 3rd overall seed and #1 seed from the Rainbow Road region in KT. So we're going to head over to the stream here. We got a bit of a black screen right now because the thing got a little good. There we go. And we're gonna bring in the audience here. We got my co-commentator Charles Sanford here. Sanford, I mean, when it comes to this point, I think a lot of people were expecting KT to potentially make a run to the Final Four. I'm not sure if the same could be said for Nam. I think there were just definitely some people who thought he could have a decent run. There was a lot of hype surrounding him in terms of some of the rookie class this season. We do have 2 rookies in this Final Four, so again, a bit of chaos that's happened so far in this March Madness, but when it comes to this matchup, when it comes to Nam, who essentially is like a player of the KT handbook, what are you expecting to happen as we go into our first best of 11 of the series, or of the tournament?
Well, for me, I'm expecting a well-fought match between both of them. I do kind of expect us to go close to, if not up to the brink. For Nam, it's a situation of I could have seen him making a deep run of some kind. I didn't necessarily see it being to the Final Four, but he's played well with who he got in front of him. Got a little bit of favorable path in terms of what happened in his region. And this for sure is going to be his biggest test of the tournament so far, facing KT. But he plays a style that KT has, at least in the past, struggled with. We'll see what KT can do against it. For KT, it was expected he got here. He's gone here. But also, this has been a round where he's struggled in the past, where he's not really gotten that Final Four win yet. Could he get that today? It's going to be a tough task for him, considering Nam's style.
Definitely will be, as Nam style is definitely more of the fast pace, which KT I know has said isn't something he exactly loves. But it's really just about a clash of pace. It's a clash of pace here. KT likes that more slow, methodical play, and Nam just wants to get down to business. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how that goes in terms of the pace management when it comes to the entirety of this series. We'll get a quick comment from both KT and Nam with any of their possible pregame thoughts. We'll start with KT here. What are you looking forward to in this game, and do you think you'll get the job done tonight?
Having fun.
Oh boy.
I mean, think about it, having fun. The last 3 Final Fours, BS has happened. BS has happened. Stream issues, stupidity on my end, or we had issues with someone forgot to remind me of power play, right? I'm having fun. Because at the end of the day, G, I'm the best player here other than Charles Sanford has not won a Final Four or a championship, in my opinion. I need to get it done. I'm tired of the junk. I'm tired of the backhand comments. It's over. Whatever happens here tonight's not going to change me. I'm still on the Mount Rushmore, right? I'm still one of those 4 best players in the league, in my opinion. I know what I'm capable of. Half the time I look back at the tape, I studied 7 hours of tape this week on him, right? I did about 5 hours of behind-the-door practice, just in general, whether it would be real cards, I studied everything. I know how fast he plays. And there's no need for a comment from him because at the end of the day, he's a silent killer. He doesn't talk much, right? All he's going to say after the game, I'm still in the game. I'm still in the game. I'm still in the game. Let's keep going. It's never over till it's over. I've read him like a book this entire time. It's a different KT. It's the most locked in KT you're going to get all season. There's a reason why I say I'm the sheriff. I'm going to prove tonight. And whatever happens, G, I always sign the contract I'm going to win the game. And if I don't, I'll deal with it later. Thank you. God bless. Let's get it on.
All right, sounds good. I know you did say Nam doesn't usually need a comment, but we will give the floor to Nam if he would like. If he just wants to get started, we can, but I'll just give him a second. He is probably going to stay muted, but he might type this. Yeah, he's going to just say, let's get the ball rolling. All right, sounds good. So we have Yoshi on the logs, as he usually is. We can thank him for that. Charles Sanford, my co-commentator. And Not Short is our official score timekeeper and scorekeeper for tonight's match. So let's get down to this. Best of 11. This is going to be a long series, no matter what way you put it. We're going to get things started here, as we're going to give Charles Sanford the game 1 call here to start things off.
Okay. Well, KT, you've been here before. I think I know what's coming up. What would you like for the tables?
OG full send, 13.
Okay.
MCSR for the fans at home. Don't forget to tell them, G.
Yeah, that is true. Also, we're running MCSR here, so not necessarily banning a card start that you won on, but only the previous one you won on. So might be some returning card starts here as we go along. As we're going to start things off with a yellow 3 here.
KT going to look at what he has, try and figure out what path he wants to take for this.
Again, it is a 13 card start, so it's one of the longer ones. So typically players like to take a little more time to just look at their cards, see what they got. And KT's going to play cool with the yellow 5. Pretty much what we're expecting.
Well, Ashley's here.
Ashley has joined.
Oh.
Ashley is one of her Final Four players, so she is potentially looking out for who her potential opponent in the final could be if she does win her match tomorrow night.
Color swap goes to KT. Answers back.
And KT wants to go back to yellow, so having none of that.
Interesting. I would probably just left that, but
Is a light switch there.
Oh,
Went to blue 8 and then went back to yellow, so I'm interested in seeing what KT has here.
Yeah, they're running this yellow a little bit. So you gotta think, is there gonna be a draw at some point?
And there it is.
Oh, there it is.
It's got 10-7 here, so a bit of a gap so far. KT is running this yellow a bit. And now he goes back to the blue.
Wow.
So was able to
Really
choke Nam out on the yellow.
Yeah, he's only keeping it between these two colors as well. Still waiting on red and green.
Ooh, blue 7 also.
Oh, okay, takes a bit of a risk with the wild green there.
an interesting call. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a +2.
+2.
Just gonna take that.
Alright, just doubles up.
Double.
And throws his own +2.
From Nam.
Returns the favor. And the switch to blue 1.
Back to blue.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that's figured it. Didn't get anything off that +2 either. And that's going to be a nice there from KT.
There you go.
That's a classic.
Definitely a classic for
Might
sure.
have just wanted a bit of a reset there. Red 1. Just check Uno table. I think just to check. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sometimes usually just checking the table helps, but we are going to red, so we got red 4. Make that red 5.
Or if you have something that's not in the game, try and draw.
Reverse, skip, not a 5. It will be a 2 though. Just a 3-bagger. Keeps on a red 3. KT down to 2. Switches to blue. That might be.
I'll play, but what does KT have?
I would think that's an ice, but I'm wondering if KT has a switch here. He has a wild.
He's got a wild.
And that's it. No, that's going to be 1-0. Quick 1-0 for KT here. So yeah, I mean, you have to think that maybe there was something hidden there with the wild. You know, KT loves those wilds, whether it be an ice or whether it be to finish the game out. So I mean, at that point, when you have the wild and the straight green, Nam already used that +2 before. I think at that point it was kind of a wrap for Nam unless he had a wild or +4 or something there to save him. But KT, I mean, you were talking about not liking the aggressive pace, but you do win this first game in 3 minutes. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Feeling like Marc Marquez at Ducati, new life. That's how I feel like right now. Caesar knows. But no, anyway, all jokes aside. Of course you do. Look, at the end of the day, I see certain things I'm not going to reveal. I know what he did.
Of course.
And I know what I'm doing, right? I've been here before. Like I said, I'm having fun. I need to have fun. I'm not here to be tense. My heart rate, 75 right now. We're cool. We're comfortable. We're staying relaxed. We always can pull the shirt off at any moment. We're doing good right now. God bless. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, if pulling the shirt off involves any Sour Patch Kids, I'm hoping that just does not happen, but that might just be me. No, unfortunately, it seems like you're a bit down to start out, but obviously it's just game 1, kind of a feeler. I mean, it seems like you're still liking that quick style, so I think my question is, are you feeling the same vibes for game 2, or do you think maybe there's a slight switch in the game plan? Mine is getting up there already. I mean, yeah, it's kind of also another thing.
To the heart rate.
Yeah, that's another thing also, kind of, not even just stream games, but like just in general, sometimes in this tournament, sometimes nerves can kind of get up there, so just gotta keep cool.
He's down 2-0 before, so just gonna go with it for now.
Alright, fair enough. On that note, we'll go to game 2 here. We'll give Yoshi the call. And take it away.
All right. KT game 2. still a bit early, but you just can't pick 13. How many cards?
Perfect, 12-pack.
All right, goes one down.
All right, looking good. It's a pretty popular pick for KT here. He likes the 12-pack for sure. As Nam joins up along with him, he's going to start it, looking to just have a clean run like he did game 1. We'll see if he gets it. It's a yellow 3
Are you kidding?
start.
That's the same. Is that the same start as last time?
That's the same exact card.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Wow, that is it's quite something. I guess that might
What
be.
are the odds?
Oh my god, and we're going
Immediate
into
color
blue.
swap.
No, no one's yellow.
Oh
Okay.
no!
I think KT.
Calling out.
No, he plays
Why?
green. This is a really big light switch to start off.
Well, okay, so it's
Okay.
quad 3 into a double up. Dividing by 3 now. And cubing it.
Bit of a hectic start there as we start on the same card, but yeah, despite the same
I've
card
never
start,
seen that happen.
yeah, despite the same card start, we are getting a bit of a different start to the game here, with a bit of a light switch, and now we stick on green. KT is waiting a bit. He's gonna switch to the red. A lot of light switch.
Well, there's the Pandora's box, technically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
already.
A lot of color switches early. I mean, Pandora's box, but now we're going to blue.
Hey,
Whoa.
So many light switches early here.
Yeah, he's got a response, of
well,
course.
I mean,
That's
KT had the blue before, and so that makes sense.
All right,
Going down 1.
I was gonna say we didn't really know what
Back
to
up.
expect
Number
from
efficiency from
blue,
KT.
but
Plus 2. Oh,
plus 2
Oh, I
train
like it.
solid.
gives KT
Just
6
gives
more
6
cards.
to KT. Yeah. But I like
be a-
that play. KT didn't like the yellow, seemingly, and the fact that he switched off it twice leads me to believe he probably didn't like it too much, and that's kind of truthful.
So many
Well,
light
back to
switches.
red.
Really?
Bunch of light switches going on right now. Red skip. Yellow
Looking to
skip.
switch back
Well, that's
to
going to
yellow.
cancel out one of the +2s.
Yellow 9. Alright. Can Nam keep running yellow? He can.
Okay.
KT, I would imagine, going to play yellow here until Nam draws.
Loading up here. 8 to 2.
That's an interesting
That's
table
a-
check.
Questionable table check from Nam.
Oh, you know it's big when Peters shows up.
Oh, why are you going to say that?
Sanford Trust. Okay.
Yeah, Final 4, of course. You gotta show up, you know.
KT taking a bit to think.
Yeah, this is his first
Oh,
big
kinda
stop
odd.
situation.
Alright.
Yeah.
He's gonna
I'm going
burn
to
the
say
plus
it's going to
4.
be either +2 or +4.
Yeah, gonna burn the plus 4 here. And Nam draws on green.
Oh my goodness.
That might be really good for KT.
Oh, okay. Still a win for KT though.
Look, we get a draw and another draw and then a green 9. That happened really quick.
Well, and draw City right after.
KT's getting a lot of reprieves
red.
though. And switch to red. That might jailbreak. Does.
Yep.
And a red 5.
Double play.
KT didn't really get a lot off that draw city though. Got a lot of greens he was able to just burn right there, but as now the
It's
scoreboard's
the reverse
flipped.
since the last table check.
It's been flipped.
I mean, that table check makes a whole lot more sense.
Red 6. Does KT get Uno? No, he does not.
Oh,
Okay, yep.
I'm
Good
just running
play.
red.
Play it
half
cool.
off special.
Nam just keeps running red.
I mean, got KT drawn. Why not?
Blue 2. Alright.
Switch to blue.
Okay.
Yellow 2.
Nam goes in,
The
looks
yellow
out of
trips
blue.
2.
Nam gets it right. Able to get the switch there.
I think KT's gonna.
Yellow reverse. And that's Uno.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Question is, what does Nam
to
have?
respond?
Yellow 7, is that
He's gonna
it?
play cool here.
Yeah. Unless it was double 4.
Big win,
Does
big
he
win,
have a
big win.
wild?
Big win.
He has a
win, big
wild!
win.
I said it!
Big win. Let's go.
That's a good save on the wild there. KT, I'm thinking maybe you were trying to go with the blue 2, maybe switch to a wild there and possibly get the win off the reverse yellow 4, but seems like it just played into your hand there. You're up 2-0 in a good spot right now. I'm assuming the feelings are the same as last time, but yeah, still have both your power plays. You've been playing well so far. Do you think you've been playing well also?
Yeah, shout out to the Dancing Queen there. Learned that from her. All right, one of the best at the saving the wilds till the end. I'm telling you, just looked at that game tape too, studied a little bit of her game tape and brought it in. So that was all her there. But regardless, no, it was good. I knew some things. I'm just looking, he's probably up there at 170 right now in his heart rate, and I'm just still cool at the 70. At the end of the day, you got to get in his head, right? And I'm the best at getting in people's head by saying nothing. That's really it, G. I'm the best at getting in people's head by saying nothing because no one knows what I'm going to do, right? So that was good. I knew he said trust. That's a giveaway, right? When he said stand for trust, that's a giveaway. That's perfect body language read and boom, attack it right there. That's it. So I'm good. I'm keeping it cool here and composed.
Was the table check also the what sparked doing the +4 there?
A little bit, but at the end of the day, I could have easily did a +4 a little earlier, but yet that's just back to film study, right? So I'm just going to say that. I'm not one to check the table, but in that case, when he plays so fast, you've got to surprise him, right? And you can tell I slowed the pace down. Look, I'm not a guy that likes to win in less than 5 minutes. It's not my style, but you got to take what you got to give for sure.
All right.
You're good.
So, yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, Nam did say we're at the 2-point loss now, so based off the trends for Nam's victories, Nam should be winning 6 straight here. But, okay, realistically speaking, Nam, not the best spot to be in. You did say you were down 2-0 before. KT's got one more homestand game here. Do you think there's anything that maybe you could improve on to make sure you don't get the homestand sweep here, or are you thinking it's just kind of how the cards roll right now? Also, Oakland is beating Kentucky at halftime, so that's something. I'm gonna wait for.
And everyone else is up by double digits.
AFC. Colorado State's coming back.
Well, let's leave it to the heart of the cards, says Nam.
All right. So on that note, we will leave it to the heart of the card started here. Also, how is Kentucky losing? Because it's March, and also Oakland's a good team. I originally had Oakland as an upset, but I changed it one of the last minute. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, we're gonna go to game 3 here. KT, this is your last game with your first homestand here. I will take the call here. Can't pick 12. That's the thing with MCSR. 13 is back open if you would like to go there. But on that note, how many would you like?
No, we're going with the famous Kevin 11,000.
So 11.
Yes.
All right, just making sure. Don't want to put like a 7 or something, but
South Dakota State within 7 now.
That could be the 15. Again, I still think a 15 is gonna win. But anyways, we're gonna go back to MRE Uno March Madness, and we have a green 1, so
green 1.
No yellow 3 this time. But
the other 2 they're already used.
That is true. The 2 are used. We're not going to see a yellow 3 start again this series. Hopefully. But green 5. I mean, I think it's interesting so far. KT's been going on the doing the 1 down strategy with the card start so far. And Nam's going to do a quick double up to take the tentative lead. And Nam's had enough of the green also, so switch to the blue. KT's going to run it. I feel like you'd run it with 11 cards, but weird things have happened. And I think this point, again, it's going to come down to who ends up drawing first here. And early wild usage there. That forces Nam to draw. So That's a good test, but that's interesting because KT doesn't typically like using those wilds that early, so a little bit of a different strategy, and he switches the blue.
Okay.
No
Gonna have
gets
to
the
do a
yellow.
different look, but-
Gets the yellow there. KT is trying to get out of blue as much as he can.
The interesting thing of both players don't have at least a color, so.
Bit of a load up here. Might have a run. Power play
He's gonna
early.
use power play.
Okay.
Alright, now it's gonna draw. Is this game? I mean, KT hasn't drawn yet.
It's
I think
KT. Of course
is.
it's game. Come on, man. Of course
It
it's game
is.
G. Of course it's game G. Come on.
Listen,
Let's
I mean,
go, baby.
listen, you can use some good defensive power plays to make it not game, and it's just the momentum. I mean, you have the momentum right
that wouldn't
now.
have
It's
been a defensive
3-0.
power play, though.
I'm
That
different,
wasn't
G.
defensive power play.
I'm just different. I'm just different right now, G.
Yeah.
I've never felt so in the mood right now. This is unbelievable. That neck massage is. I gotta do this before every game. Anyway, I'm just playing a character, man. Now I needed to do that, right?
Mhm.
Because I look at this man. When you're up 3-0 against him, it's a little different mindset. You give him one game back, he plays so quick. He can go downhill fast. Right? We're just talking about basketball. He's a
Mhm.
fast break player, right? He goes downhill quick. Whereas I'm a player that more sees out the defense. I like to go a little bit more 2-3, a little bit more methodical. He goes not as go fast. I can't give him any inch. No room for error. Obviously, it's tough to burn one, but you know what? I know he's got a +2 or something in the back pocket always. I slowed the pace down, got him thinking. I saw a type and just used film study. That's what it's all about, baby. That's it.
I mean, again, also, you're someone who typically likes those longer games, but so far you haven't had a game go over 4 minutes. You're really playing with that quick play style that Nam likes, but flipping the table here, unfortunate start for Nam here. Seems like the quick pace is unfortunately backfiring you right now, but you do have your home field. Do you have in mind, you don't have to say them, but do you have any mind, any potential changes you might be able to make to try to turn the series around? So give him a second. Time to really lock in. I mean, of course, that's one of the best ways to get the series back going, and that is to lock in. So I think it is time for Nam to lock in his Game 4 card start here. We're going to give the call to Sanford here. So, Sanford, take it away.
Okay, Nam, you're in the hole, down 3-0. What would you like for the card start? 9.
The green reverse is the start.
Mhm.
First action card start.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the bot. It's kind of interesting it took that long.
Kind of had a few green starts here. I know one of the yellow 3 games didn't exactly start on the green, but we were running green at first a bit. And
Oh
Nam switches to blue, and he gets slapped in the face for it. So that's a +2 there. It's gonna ditto first ditto of the game. Throw it down.
Wow, we have time, yeah. But there's a draw from
And
KT.
early draw. That's a really early draw from KT. I haven't seen that yet. Does get the switch though. I think
Okay.
that helps KT, but does give Nam the tentative lead. And
Wow, he's now supposed to do another one.
it's a +2 there. Able to pay back the favor. Goes yellow one, and Nam
And
runs
Nam
out.
draws.
Goes with the double up into draw here. And KT's gonna draw
Yeah,
as
it
well,
looks
so he
like
might have our second draw city of the game. No, KT's gonna say stop it for right away. Goes with the red one. Might have got that off the draw, but maybe was waiting for something else. Goes with the double up with the skip into 3 once the bot loads. There we go. Playing really quick here. And Nam's gonna run out on red, so might be going in a bit of a tailspin here. 4-6. Again, relatively quick game so far. And there's a switch to the
On a
green. going back to where we were for a little bit,
Hmm.
and
Ooh.
yeah,
Wait.
wow, that is a run and a half. Good lord.
Okay.
Interesting.
And switch to the
Green.
green. That's gonna force a draw. Yeah, good play there. KT kind of got slapped there for going the green, but was able to switch it back to prevent the game from ending. Now I'm kind of just one card short there. And KT's gonna draw. Not a bad play. Might want to just cool things off a little bit.
Yeah, the bot is starting to
The
struggle with
bot
catching up with these
is
guys.
the
Oh,
bot cannot
That
DM.
could be part of it.
No, that happens sometimes. It's just the bot being dumb. But Nam draws, KT
Common
draws. And
There's
KT
the
goes to the
switch.
blue switch. It's interesting. Might have something here. There's a wild yellow. This
Oh boy.
is interesting because Nam technically has the card advantage here. Yellow 9, yellow 3, but how long does Nam run this? Does Nam get the Uno? He uses a power play. I think that wild yellow might not have been the best call.
Well, and that's game then.
Probably a number. No, it's efficiency there.
It is. Yeah.
Green 2
Fair
there.
enough.
Nam
Well, I
does
mean,
get
it
one
was a
back.
number. It was a number.
I think I could understand where the power play came from there because I think KT might have had yellow to the end, but that yellow might have unfortunately actually cost him the game. But Nam, you're able to get one back. Again, 3-minute game. These games are going pretty quickly. You do burn up a power play though, so how do you adjust to the rest of the series with only one power play to spare? And my roommates are being loud.
Actually, I wasn't even hearing it. Gotta use the momentum.
Yeah, fair enough. That's best way to go by it. KT, no sweep, even though I don't think anyone was really expecting a sweep. You used the wild yellow there, and I think maybe it cost you the game, but you did burn a power play. Would you consider yourself still in a really good spot, or do you think with the game one maybe there's a slight momentum shift here, and you might need to make a slight adjustment?
No adjustment, man. I mean, I had blue 7, red 2. I figure, you know what? Let me try this yellow wild, and maybe he'll sniff on a power play. It was in my head. I'm like, I'm not going to win this game because there's just too many connections, not enough connections to make. So I'm like, let's see if he can flush the power play. So now it's even. It's 1-1. So that's good.
Interesting.
Veteran move, right? I just put a little bait out there, and once again, just trying everything I can. Try something a little bit different. We all know that KT is in this spot 3-1. I've been here before. I was down 3-1 to Curtis, right? So I know what it's like to come back, and I know what it's like to be ahead. So I have to just stay composed. I'm glad I got the wild card flush, or the wild card bait into the power play flush, and we'll keep it going. We'll keep it rolling. I like it.
All right, fair enough. Kind of in a bad spot, decided to just give up the game there, but cost on the power play, so maybe in a way that's a success for KT here. But we're going to go to game 5. It's going to be, again, Nam's call, looking to get a reverse sweep on his homestand to make it 3-3. We're going to give Yoshi the call here for game 5.
All right, now I'm game 5. You gotta win on the
3-2, you mean?
No,
Huh?
to make it
Wait, what
3-3
happened?
because it's a 3 game. It's to make homestand because
Oh,
his
I see.
homestand's 3. Yeah, 3-1 right now.
Well, with that, I can't really do the call because he already did it.
Okay. Also, let's please not use the bot that's not Uno for this channel. But
All right, now I'm looking to lower the card start a little bit, going down 1 this time. See where it gets him. We're gonna start. Bot taking a little bit to determine what the first card is.
just give it a bit. Oh, it's a wild
he
+4.
slide. The +4.
Wow.
Draws.
It left us
yeah.
in suspense.
Okay.
Of
Ghost.
course.
That's. I know some people have complaints about that, but I actually have learned that maybe that's not a bad idea because sometimes this wild +4 is a double-edged sword. So we'll see how that goes, but that does take out a wild +4 from the deck, so only 3 in there if we do come across to using one. And it's going to start with the red 2, and Nam's going to go with the blue 2.
Okay.
Early switch. Blue 7. And the +2
Firing away quick.
just doubles up. And Casey's going to draw here, so again, maybe he wanted to run the red and the early switch, and again, it kind of maybe could be a revealer of the hand, but blue 6, and Nam's going to round up blue here, so we might have a draw city. And indeed we do. So I don't think either player had an absurd draw here, otherwise I feel like game would have ended quickly. KT's going to go with a quick switch to yellow, and Nam's going to go to green. Does KT run green, or does he have an objection? Taking a bit. He's going to play green 8, so he's going to run it. So is Nam. 7-11 here, so bit of a gap, but got a few cards here to work with. And there's switch back to the yellow 7, and Nam's gonna run yellow now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think KT now is just gonna kind of ease in to run the yellow. Nam's gonna draw here. And Gat's a good play. That's gonna be a definite draw right there. So KT using that card efficiency. Gonna keep going, gonna keep walking the minefield. +2 in the 0, so Nam might have drawn the 0, but that's gonna be +2 for KT here.
0 might have been also what he needed to be able to play the +2 without drawing.
Well, that's what I was meaning, but yellow skip, is it a double up or do we see a color switch here? Have to see. Taking a bit. Goes with the red skip, so we do get a color switch. Red reverse, gonna keep the run going. Looking for a 4-bagger, maybe 5. Close it with 4, but that does give him the lead. And Nam's going to be able to run red here, so I think it really comes down to who runs out first. Red 5, red 9, both down to 4, I believe. Again, KT taking a bit. Might be thinking or might be lining up a run. Could be either when it comes to KT, we don't really know. Goes with a wild yellow. And Nam has nothing on yellow. That might not be good. And I think KT might be walking the minefield here to get to the end, but we'll see what he does here. No, he uses a wild green!
Unbelievable.
2 wilds here, but oh, and he gets slapped. And a draw there,
I
so
don't even mind that play.
leaves the +2 open.
Yep.
I think KT should have waited. KT probably should have waited. The bot is lagging a bit. Doesn't hurt him though. We know sometimes that might be an issue. Switches to red.
It's the I don't know.
I think that's game. I think there's a +4 coming. Power play?
Oh
Okay.
my God, he's gonna use
Well, I mean, that's
his last
game.
power play.
Game, yeah. Is that a power play?
It might be a switch on the 5. That's what I'm thinking. No, it's just a red 6. Interesting. Okay, well, KT is gonna take it. 4-2, again, another really short game, 4 minutes. KT, you're up 4-2. You're up 4-1, not 4-2. Why did I say 4-2? You're up 4-1, but no more power play for the rest of the series. Do you feel confident in your ability to take the last two games even without the power play? Especially since you seem to run it with red 5 and then only a red 6, so...
Yeah, well, remember, I remember, I studied a lot of tape. I told Drip this if he's watching. I studied 7 hours of biometric tape. So what I did is I looked back through all my Final Four games. I looked at the RE game, right? I looked at the Clay game. I looked at the goal game. And one of the biggest things I noticed was apprehension. And I've cut apprehension out of my game, right? Take the run. Take every single run. You see a dive bomb, take it. Take the run. Take the effing run, KT. And I had to psych myself up, take it, right? At the end of the day, because I got that flush the earlier the game, he's only got one to work with. So you look at the margin of error, it's like, oh, he only can win one more off the power play, and he's more likely to use it at the end of the game. So I have this power position. I'm up 3. I'm out of it, right? I've done everything correctly, and I know he had something cooking, right? He's not going to admit it, but deep down, you always got in the back of my mind. He plays so quick. Make sure you get him off his game and stay locked in. So I stayed locked in. That's film study. That's direct tape. And that's just using that old biometric, old previous lessons in this round where I've messed up, I've executed, and so far it's working. But of course, I've been in this position before. My wife can't let me down. This bot, right? This bot loves me, and I like the bot. Let's keep it that way. We got one off the road stand. Let's keep going.
Bot
KT's
your
out.
wife?
Okay, that is a comment indeed. But Nam, down 4-1, didn't get the home sweep here, so even after your home sweep here, you are going to be behind a bit, even if you do win this next game. But you got KT to use both his power plays here, so he's got no more for the rest of the series. Won't be able to disrupt anything you try to do. Do you have a new outlook on the series with KT out of power play, or are you keeping up the same mindset to get back into this? Oh, I thought call. I mean, you're down right now, but KT has no more power plays. So, do you have possibly a new outlook on the series when it comes to getting back into this, or is it the same game plan you had before? All right, fair enough. Time for a little switch up here, so might see something a little different here. But on that note, I think we'll bring it to game 6. I will take the call here. Nam, seems like the 8-card start didn't quite work. I believe. Yoshi, what's the card again? What was the one on game 4?
Nam can't pick 9.
Can't pick 9. All right, thank you very much. So no 9-card start. How many do you want? No, I'm taking a bit. It's going to go for the original start here with 7. Right. So we'll see what the start is. It's another wild start.
Oh my
Another +4.
God.
Wild.
Wow, that is 2 times we've had this back-to-back same
Just
starts
say,
here.
I mean, he lost on it before. This time he'll play it.
He's going to play it this time. And KT pays back the exact favor that Nam did to him in the prior game. So we'll see how that affects the gameplay. But a lot of light switches here to start off. Nam already down to 4. And KT does not have any yellow. Good quick game here. Yellow reverse. I think it's Uno already. Not even a 0-minute game, essentially. Does KT have anything to potentially stop this? Because at this point, you really don't know. You can't really make any educated guesses on what the last card is.
Yeah, I mean, you can maybe make a guess on what maybe one of the colors that he doesn't have, but it's
not
with
even
7 cards.
It's kind of a difficult guess, but KT is thinking of it.
Yeah.
I think he does have a few options. He's just going to draw. Maybe didn't have any options. And Nam does not have yellow, so runs Turner dry. And gets close to the end there, but unfortunately is not able to finish it. I'll draw yellow 6. Just give the bot a second. There we go. Does he get a switch off? Yeah. Does he get a switch off yellow here? Does interesting. I'm surprised KT gave the switch. No red though.
It actually worked out.
2-color strategy for Nam here. Might be a problem, but KT's gonna keep running this red. Might be walking the minefield, and usually when I say that, it's a switch, and just like to say it.
We'll see if that falls into KT's plan, though.
I mean, you never know, but Nam's at 3, KT's at 6. That's actually less cards than I thought Nam had,
no.
but no green. Nam is kind of in a tailwind right now. +2, 7. So he had a +2. That's I don't know. I don't know about that one. So he drew and then played +2 in the 7. Interesting. He played the green 3 before the switch. I'm not really sure about that, but might have been just to force him off red. He thought maybe run to the red was the potential end there, but we'll see. They have a bit of a draw though. KT is taking a bit now. Again, Nam keeps up with this fast pace here. So far, it hasn't exactly worked out, but maybe some different fluctuations in the timing might be able to aid him here, but we'll have to see. Again, KT waiting for his play here. Switches the yellow. I would think Nam plays here. Yeah, yellow 4. Yellow 6, bot's being a little bit slow. Just draw. Oh man, this is not a good spot for Nam here. He keeps like playing 1 or 2 cards on a color and then drawing. I think he keeps drawing cards that they just left, so not really the best spot here. But he is low on cards still, so not a bad spot. KT's gonna draw here. I don't think KT's liking some of his draws, possibly. So might be a bit of a benefit to Nam here. Yellow reverse, alright. Bit of a run here. Blue reverse. Okay, looking for 4. Gets it. Throws a +2 alongside it, and that should give him the lead. Puts him at 4. Nam responds with a triple, double blue skip. KT's still in the lead.
Yeah, and that's... Oh, man.
And Nam runs out, goes with the wild yellow, draws. And that's game, I think. I don't think KT draws on this, and he does not, and it's 5-1. KT has been running away with this quick pace here. KT, you've been absolutely taking advantage of the fast speed here, so, I mean, I don't got much to say, but I think overall, a lot of your draws here and a lot of your switches really end up to your advantage here. You're 1 game away to your first ever final. How are you feeling right now? You essentially get 5 shots to close this out, so looking in a really good spot.
Well, to Peter real quick, yeah, no. My heart rate's at 130, 140 post-game, man. But when I'm in the game, I'm good, but sometimes when I'm talking after a game, it's like when I go back to rec basketball mode, it's like, man, I don't know what to say post-game, wore out. Right, I'm cool under pressure, but after the game. But now, look, I don't know. That was just, once again, really well composed. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve, G, and this is probably one of the weirdest tournament runs I've ever had. I never won games like this before where it's just, 4 minutes, right? So, interesting. Yeah, I'm just grateful, man, for the moment. That's for sure. That's all I got. Let's just get one more.
All right, Nam, definitely not the situation you want to be in right now. You're down 5-1. Enormous hill to climb, but we have seen people come back from a 5-1. I mean, the person who did it is in the call right now. So when it comes to that, doesn't seem like a lot of what you're doing's working. It is a dire situation. Got to win 5 straight. Not the easiest task, but do you think you have something to maybe bring this back? Also, Texas is going to win the Texas-Colorado State game, so that's unfortunate. Horns down. Gonna go with the flow. All right, that's all it's gonna be, and sometimes the flow helps. You see DJ Curtis; he's one of those flow players. But before we get into KT's second homestand, and if he does win this, which would end up being the final game, I'm gonna ask Sanford. 5-1 after 6 games. What do you think this was something anyone was expecting, or is this just KT being motivated and determined to make it to his first final?
I'm going to say it's both. I don't think anyone would have seen it. This is definitely KT super motivated to not let it get past him, knowing full well what he's told me behind the scenes. So, in that sense, it's not surprising to see him pull it out. I know that if he does get this, there's going to be a point here this season where he's going to kind of tone it back because he's not going to want it to just be a cakewalk 15-0 or whatever it ends up being to go through all the entire season.
I mean, we'll see, but I mean, the people have said this was the teacher versus student right now, and so far it seems like the teacher is taking care of business here. But we're going to bring it to KT here. Again, we're going to give it Sanford the call for Game 7 here. KT is 1 win away here and looking to close things out. So, Sanford, take it away.
And it would be what he just won on that he can't use, right?
Yeah, that'd be 7.
All right. So, KT, you can't use your magical 7. What do you want to try and get it done? I think I know.
I don't even know if. Well, Kevin 11, not magical 7. So 7, 11 is 18. Divided by 2 is 9. Add the plus 4 is 13. So we'll go back to 13. I tried doing Namdas with a little math.
All right. Bringing us back to algebra class. So. 56 to 44.
KT joins up, and what's seeming to be just inevitable at this point, not all that enticing.
We start the great skip. All right. Another special
we
start
have all
here.
Final Four is in the VC.
That is true, because we just had Turner join. So Turner and Ashley will be playing tomorrow to determine the opponent for the winner of this game. Right now, KT in a phenomenal spot here. 1 game away from making it to the finals. So going to see how this unfolds. But KT's going to start simple with the green 8. Nam's going to go up 1 up with the green 9. And looks like we're playing it cool so far, kind of staying around these high cards. But now I'm just going to dip into that mid card territory here. Goes to the 5. And that's the first switch of the game.
And swap.
Yep, yellow 5 goes back up to yellow 9. So Nam chose not to switch there. And KT's going to yellow 7. KT, again, chose not to switch when he had the green 7. So, interesting. Again, really cool right now. KT does not have a power play here, and he draws, but KT does not have a power play, so he can't power play to the finish. Gonna have to end it natural. Double yellow 6 into the blue switch 6 swap. That's good card efficiency there. Keeps KT stranded with that double draw, but KT will be able to play here. Again, just pretty cool. Blue 4, Nam in the lead. No table check yet, but again, switches the red 4. Didn't stay on blue for that long. And KT's going to do a bit of a test here with the plus 4.
Interesting.
Takes the lead.
That's really early.
Might be trying to feel this out here because, again, he only has to win one of these next 5 games to close the series out, so might be what he's doing
Could
here.
also be a warning shot.
That too. Blue 9, blue 8, blue 5. We're going to run blue 5. We're going to run the blue here, but KT...
yeah, you're going to definitely run the one. Going to run a specific card.
Yeah.
Double blue 8 from Nam there.
Blue 5, blue 5, blue 5. Plays the blue 5 with the impact font.
There's the red 8. Switches
There's the
back.
red 5. We love our 5s here. Red skip red 7 doubles up. 6 to 3. Yeah, that's ditto.
Thank
Nom still has that one power play left, but plays the wild green.
What's that?
That could be check.
I was gonna say that is almost definitely check.
If he does have 2 numbers, though, he can't close it out with a power play. So we'll have
That
to
is
see.
true. I mean, that's what Nam's got to weigh out here.
Yeah, Nom taking a bit to think here. Got to figure what KT might have here. No, he definitely has at least 1 green, but he's gonna draw, and I see KT undeafened. And that's it. That's going to be it. Wow. KT is going to move on to the final. 6-1.
Unbelievable.
And
Emotional, man. 'Cause it's so hard to get back here, man. It's so hard. And everyone was saying, Peter, Lamas, Caesar.
I can't
You're
wait for
two
the
for one.
KT
You're 2 for 1.
6-0.
You're due for one, man. You're due for one. And all that motivation the fans give me all week been telling me, you're due for one. And I love that. I love the passion. These fans are the best. Thank you so much. To Nam, look, I was playing mind games with him all week, and he knows it. I had a lot of things that I did this week to mess him up. And shout Lamas, I see him typing. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much. It was an incredible win. Absolute classic, man. And that's awesome. See, KT Nation, baby. I love those fans. You guys are the best. Old school of the heart. We're going to our first final, man. Whoever we play, JT or Ashley, nothing but love. Nothing respect to Nam, but he can't even say anything bad because what I did tonight was what film study and proper preparation does. Thank you and God bless.
Well, I mean, for Lamas, at least one of his teams is winning, or one of his favorites is winning because the Panthers are currently losing 1-0. But, yeah, I mean, KT, I think you summarized it pretty well. Nam, unfortunately, kind of fell out of it early. I think maybe the inexperience kind of caught up to you, but did make it to the Final Four on your first attempt. Really solid stuff. What do you take from this and use from what do you take from this and learn for the next tournament and the rest of the season going forward? It's a 22-minute best of 11. That is really quick.
By the way, while he types it, congrats to KT on taking the mark for most series wins.
That is true. Congrats to KT on that. That is definitely a feat you want to hold in this league. So we know one side of the. We do know one
I just
side.
don't even. The problem is if KT's doing this stuff, I don't even see the final being close. It's going to be KT winning it in a landslide.
Well, I mean, we don't even know who the opponent for
The
KT will be in the
problem is,
final.
he's
But
collecting the game tape. That's the problem. He's collected so much game tape.
Well-
He's gonna know what to do against Ashley. He's definitely gonna know what to do against Turner.
well, I was going to use that to transition back into the bracket here. Again, not updated, but have KT in the final 6-1. He will be facing the winner of Jesse Turner and Ashley in the matchup tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place. So we will be right back here tomorrow to find out who KT's opponent will be. But we've seen KT's path so far, 18-5. New record's going to be 24-6. So phenomenal record so far in March here. Will make his first final, and has pretty handily took care of most of his opponents here. But overall, great stuff. Great stuff from KT. Nam's comment is he got a lot to learn from this, but yeah, I mean, overall, that also confirms that I'm streaming the final, so that's going to be something. So, yeah, I mean, we've heard it from KT before. A lot of people said he was due one, made it to the final, is able to get that. He's looking for that March win here. After making the Final Four in March last season, it was unfortunately unfortunately came up a little short against Arya Carmona, but overall great spot to be in for KT. He's going to be watching tomorrow closely to see who he'll be facing in the final, which I believe we're projecting to be Sunday, but that could very much change. But I mean, Sanford, I know you said you were kind of at a loss for words for what to really say about this, but I think overall, I think KT's experience really won out here in the end. I think this was just a battle between who had more experience here. As we got the updated bracket pod, thank you, Short. But I think one thing I'd like to actually mention is KT being the overall 3 seed. We've never had a winner that was below the 6 overall seed, or essentially a 2 seed. So, what do you think that does going to this final against KT to potentially be the highest seed ever or the lowest seed ever to win this tournament?
I'm guessing that's to me. Or was it to me? I'm sorry, I didn't catch who you're asking.
I was asking you, but
I mean, it's definitely something. I mean, it's a good thing to have because we didn't have anyone that was like a top seed last year really win out in their particular tournaments. So it's gonna say that the top can definitely win. We'll see. I expect it to kind of normalize, and we'll see some people lower down in certain areas win out as we get farther into the year, and certain win don't want to play flat out the entire year. So, yeah.
I'm muted. Wait a second. There we go. I'm just gonna repeat what I said. I don't think anyone's really hating on KT here. Doing phenomenal work. A lot of people like the guy. I would say a fan favorite. But there you go. Updated bracket right there. And we'll be back here tomorrow to determine who the opponent of KT will be. And relatively quick series, only about an hour on this stream. So on that note, we're gonna wrap things up here. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been MRE Uno. I'd like to thank Charles Sanford, my co-commentator, Yoshi as the game logger and the game tracker, and Not Short being our scoreboard manager and timekeeper. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We will catch you all tomorrow at the exact same time, same place, with Ashley versus Jesse Turner to find out who will make it to the final and who will face off against KT for the March Madness victory. So until then, I'm G-Man. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow. Till then, have a great night.